Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. We are back with a fucking video. Now, some of you are like, you cursed. I did. But I'm hoping because I am not sponsored or anything, I don't have any claim. As you know, Google, within the first minutes, will put in an ad and everything. So I just want them to flag my shit that I'm cursing. And obviously, I'm not for fucking kids. So let's begin. Okay, can you see part of my house? Let's get things going. I bought a new coffee maker. That coffee maker's been around for a bit, but because of hard water, I need to clean it out a lot more than my original cool, awesome old Mr. Coffee. The new Mr. Coffee, I'm not getting the coffee right. This is my current cup of coffee. It was black, and I added my usual, and couldn't make it work. Now with my old Mr. Is that a that's a spider? Oh shit, that's a spider. That's a big ass spider. There's a spider on my ceiling. I did not see him till now. He's like moving. I was gonna show you a picture of Mr. Coffee, but he seems to have come from that area. So now I'm a little paranoid about why he was up there. That's besides the point. This coffee, I cannot get the correct measurements right. With my old coffee maker, I would put in 3 cups of coffee. I would put in 3 tablespoons. It was perfect. It was a correct amount of coffee. When I would add my stuff in, everything was fine. It was cool. I can't do that because they're like, it's 20 ounces or 15 ounces for the 3 cups. And I'm like, it's really 15 ounces, so I'm really not getting that much coffee. Okay, I didn't realize that. But this is a bitch fest. Now, what am I going to bitch about? Technology. And some of you are going to be like, why? Because my internet has been out for 5 fucking days. Yes, 5 days. I did not know this because I was able to see internet, however. I was able to use it on my cell phone. I was looking at it on TV. Everything seemed fine. And then it stopped working. And currently they're still working on it. So everything I'm saying about technology has to do because of this video. So let's Quentin Tarantino things back a bit. Let's go to 2005. 2005, graduated from high school. I had a lot of songs that I really liked, and I really wanted to listen to those songs. And my mom, she had an iTunes account, and I made an iTunes account. And I would listen to music. And what I would do is I would take the CD from the library, because I would rent library books, download the songs I want, make sure that they were named correctly, send back the library DVDs or CDs. Really, it was actually only CDs. I don't know how to do this shit with DVDs, but I would send back the CDs, and then I would listen to it because my mom also got me this awesome iPod Classic, and I was like, cool, awesome, this is amazing. No. Actually, no, she didn't get me that. I got that for my birthday. Wait. No, I bought it with my birthday. Because later on, I was working at Bath and Body Works. That's how I got my iPod Classic, and that, because I bought it. Never mind. I ended up buying it. I thought I bought it for my birthday. Because I saved up birthday money and Christmas money, and that's how I was able to get it. Loved it. Enjoyed it. It was beautiful. And I paid iTunes money for songs that were digital so I could listen to them on an iPod Classic. 60,000 songs, videos. And when I say videos, I mean little skits that I found on YouTube, music videos that are no longer available. I'm talking channels that I had put on there from YouTube channels because I was like, I really like their stuff. And they had iTunes account. They are gone. I can't even remember the name, but they're gone. They're not here anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh. Remixes that people did of songs that I really liked, and they're like, you can download it for free. I would do that. And it was amazing. It was beautiful. And then they said, we're getting rid of that, and we're going to have it on your cell phone. Your cell phone. your cell phone. Now, I have a Samsung, as you can see, and here's some issues I have with it. They got rid of the iPod Classic because they said you can use your cell phone. My cell phone doesn't have that many gigabytes. So I had to go and buy a little micro SD card so I could put it in, and therefore I could listen to a lot more music. Okay, fine. But here's one of the things that I don't think people understand. I need either Wi-Fi and my own internet Wi-Fi, or I need to use my cell phone's data. I say data in order to listen to songs. And there are some dead spaces around my apartment where I will be walking, listening to music, and it cuts out. So I'm just walking in silence. There are places around America where the internet is not that great, which means if you're listening to a song during a road trip or you're listening to Spotify, guess what? You're going to be alone in your car with your thoughts. Now, I know that they were trying to make things the best. I currently have 2 MacBook Pros, one that I bought in 2009, one I bought in 2013, and I have a MacBook Air that I got for cheap, refurbished. And as soon as that goes, I'm fucking done. And I bought both of those because at the time I was a film student and I needed to go edit my stuff, which was awesome. It was great. I was able to edit everything. The issue is that the MacBook Pro, the 2009 one that I got, it had issues. No one told me about the issues. With the screen, for example, every so often, it will start to get this snow effect where you can't see half the screen and then the whole screen is in white and you can't see anything. The computer still works, but you just can't see shit. I went to them several different times because I got this MacBook from school. And they were like, oh, we have a sale, you'll get this and this. They didn't tell me that this had been recalled. They didn't tell me, hey, this particular thing, there's some fucked up shit with it. And then when I tried to get it fixed the last time, they said, oh, sorry, I can't because it's out of warranty and it's $1,200 to fix. So you might as well buy a new MacBook Pro. I buy a new MacBook Pro. That thing is also, it's giving me issues. So right now I am without a computer or a MacBook Pro. Now both of these had internal hard drives. This is very important. They had internal hard drives, meaning they had so much in. They also had a DVD player. And because of internet issues that I had in the past, I liked having a DVD player so I could watch my movies. So I could maybe, make a mixtape song for a friend. That sort of thing. And when I went looking for a MacBook Pro recently, 2019, I went looking for one. They said to me, we no longer carry ones with hard drives. We don't carry MacBook Pros with hard drives or with DVD players. And I said, how am I going to watch my shows? Streaming. Well, here's the thing if you don't know. Some of the stuff that I have, was very independent. Some of the shows and TV shows never came to America. For example, Sailor Moon 1 and 2. The entire Japanese collection. There's no dubs. There's subtitles, but that's it. And the American version that we have, it's okay. And all of these are from the 90s. I'm just going to say it now. All the stuff that I got was technically from 90s shows. And then you have people saying, Why do you want to get DVDs? You can stream things. And I know I mentioned it before, but I want you to realize I have Netflix, I have Hulu. That's it. Netflix and Hulu. Some of the shows that I really liked, guess what? They're on Paramount or they're on Peacock. Or I have to spend some money and get it from HBO Max. Or I have to do this, that, and the other. Which means I have to put more money to watch these shows until what happens? The title on it runs out and it gets taken back. I don't want to do that. If I'm paying to watch a movie, I want to be able to watch a movie whenever on my time, not someone else's time. And again, I think a lot of people, and even before this whole internet outage, when someone said out loud on YouTube, I don't understand people wasting money on DVDs and this and that. I said to the woman and several others, I get DVDs because I want to watch, behind the scenes stuff. I want to listen to the director's cut. I specifically got the director's cut of Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind because that was my favorite movie, and I wanted to hear commentary from the director as well as from other people. I wanted to see what was going on from their point of view when they were doing this. I wanted to go and watch behind the scenes. I wanted to do all these different things. When it's streaming, guess what? It is just the movie. There is no subtitle. I mean, you can get subtitles, but there's no director's commentary. None of that. It is just the fucking movie, which is great. It is awesome. But at the same time, sometimes you want to listen to see how this person came up with this idea for a shot or how they came up with doing something. Also, with things being on your cell phone, I don't like it because if my cell phone gets lost or dropped or whatever else, guess what? That means I then have to get a new phone and have all that stuff transfer over. Hopefully. I don't like having my stuff over the web because I've seen a lot of ransomware things happen, ransomware attacks, where people are able to log into different companies, find out the people's phone numbers, where they live, social security numbers, if they're American, their credit cards, all that shit. I don't fucking like. You can say that you have a really great, IT department, but I don't know if you do. What's to say IT doesn't go rogue or something else happens? And then if the internet goes down, that means that I can't listen to my music, my movies. If I have any online banking, I can't do that. And I really wish that we weren't so dependent on technology. Technology is great, but I think a lot of people forget what happens when it's broken. And as someone who has worked with technology and had it break, for example, worked at Target, and guess what? The lights went out. And you know what that means? We had to go home. Had to close everything, had to throw out stuff in the freezer because we can't guarantee that it's gonna be its freshest. And then that was it. You gotta go home. Wasn't fun. Was not fun. Would not recommend to anybody. So really, that's my issue. I want a laptop that has a hard drive so I can keep an actual physical copy on myself. Add to the fact, and I forgot to mention this, I paid money for each of my iTunes albums as well as the singles. And here's the issue that I'm finding out with them and with YouTube Music, and also with Spotify a little bit. With iTunes, I could store things on the cloud, but I pay them $10. You mean to tell me you want me to pay you $10 a month to listen to shit that I bought from you in 2006, 2009. You want me to pay you money to listen to the stuff that I already own so you can hold storage for it. Really? And then with my Google Music, I put a lot of my music onto Google Music, and then they switched it over to YouTube Music, and I said, okay, cool, awesome. Well, some of the remixes that I have, they don't have a copy for, or if they have a copy, it's not at all what my original copy was. Take, for instance, Lana Del Rey's the National Anthem. Someone made a remix of that. I love it. I have it. I have the physical copy. But for whatever reason, when I look it up and I play it from my copy, they've switched it to something that's not the remix. It's the regular National Anthem by Lana Del Rey. Or I can look at Savage's, oh shit, shake your ass out, move it like Egyptian. Stop now, back it up. Let me see your hips swing. YouTube Music, the only copy that they have is with Soulja Boy. I did not pay motherfucking money to listen to Soulja Boy. Why the fuck? First of all, why the fuck is Soulja Boy on this song? Number two, why the fuck would I want to listen to Soulja Boy on this song from this dude who's from New Zealand? I specifically got this song because I'm like, ooh, awesome. This reminds me of 2009. And I had a playlist. And you said, here's something that's similar to it, but not at all like it. So I ended up deleting it from my library because they didn't have the original song. It switched it to Soulja Boy and Savage. I didn't like that. And then with Spotify, before the whole thing of going digital, I put songs onto Spotify. They don't know what songs I have, or rather, the songs that I have, they're like, we don't carry that singer, so we're just gonna go what the fuck, and there's gonna be a question mark, and you're gonna click on it, and we're just gonna skip ahead to the next one that we know we have, which is a lot of popular singers. Okay, fine. But then for some of my playlists, they were adding songs that I did not request into my playlist, and I have to pay them money so I can skip ads. But at the same time, I'm wondering, is it possible for me, if I pay them money, for them to stop adding songs to my playlist when I specifically put in the playlist and said, these are the songs I want. These are the songs I want. Nowhere did I say, please add more songs. And every so often, I will hear a song that I have from my driving playlist, and I'll be like, this song is not at all what the fuck I put in here. I'll thumbs it down, and then I'll have another one that I didn't like, and you can only skip for so much. And I don't want to pay them money. I'm sick and tired of paying people money to listen to stuff that I already paid for. That's my rant for the day, because I don't think people realize that when the internet goes out, you are left with your thoughts or your data, whatever. You are left with your data, and you can probably have only so much. Not to mention that in other countries, your gigabytes are really small. When I lived in Australia, 5 gigabytes, I watched a movie, went on, oh no, they didn't, and then I was cut off for the entire month because I was only given 5 gigabytes. And I didn't realize that looking at movies and YouTube and, going on, oh no, they didn't, that counted as data, as 5 gigabytes. Did not realize that until that moment. And then I was like, ooh, shit. I will remember this next time. But that's where I am. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you later. I gotta do everything. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.